Good day, everyone. I am Beverly Lima. Together with my groupmates, we will tackle about Rizal's poem on education. Before we formally start our discussion, let me share to you the intended learning outcome for this topic, which is to know or discuss the poems of Rizal on education, or when he was staying in Ateneo de Municipal for his studies. As an introduction, although Rizal was merely a teenager, he had a very high regard for education. He believed in the significant role which education plays in the progress and welfare of a nation. Imagine how prolific Rizal is, especially at a young age. He already puts value on education as the bridge towards a successful and stable nation. By this love that Rizal had for his motherland, he wrote a poem entitled "Through Education Our Motherland Receives Light." At the early age of 16, Rizal was already aware of his motherland and love of country was awakened in him. He wrote this poem in the year 1876. It was written in Ateneo de Municipal in Manila during the Spanish government. Next, let us know the messages of this poem. In this poem, Rizal indicates the value of education that out his fervent love for our motherland. Inspired by the gains he had through education, the young Rizal envisioned what education can do to a country if its leadership would be made up of a new breed of educated youth. For Rizal, education is a way for us to extend our deep and warm gratitude to every wonder that we receive from her every day. Rizal hoped his countrymen to seek knowledge in order to live a life of enlightenment which would make the country rise to the heights of honor and prestige. Indeed, this poem inspires us to give importance to education as learners in this generation. Next, this is the overall content of the poem, in which it contains 9 stanzas.
Before I proceed, I want to introduce myself first. I am Eljie Sarsalejo, and I'm going to discuss the intimate alliance between religion and good education. Rizal wrote this poem on April 1876 before entering his 5th year in Ateneo Municipal in June. Rizal showed the importance of religion in education. To him, education without God is not true education. The poem was originally written in Spanish with its title Alianza Intima entre la. The message of the poem was Rizal expresses his belief that religion is important in education. Through this poem, Rizal believed that education combined with the value of religion has an important role in the growth and development of the country. Rizal started writing poems in 1876 with various topics such as wars, childhood memories, education, and religion. Rizal wrote this poem during the summer of April 1876 before entering.
Good day, everyone. Special to you, Ma'am Maribel Ramos. I'm Cliffel Lazarte, and I'll be discussing about one of Rizal's poem entitled "The Intimate Alliance Between Religion and Good Education," and also I will be sharing with you also and discuss the message of the poem. Let me share to you a brief history background of the poem. So in 1876, Rizal started writing poems on various topics like wars, childhood memories, education, and religion. He wrote this poem during the summer of April 1876 before entering his 5th year in Ateneo Municipal in June. And this is actually a 4-stanza poems that correlates education to religion, which has a theme of education, religion, power, and common good. Rizal showed the importance of religion in education, and he has a belief that education without God is not true education, which is very true because Of all we did, of all we want to achieve in life, dapat there's God with us in order to us to guide us, to enlighten our mind, and to strengthen our belief that these dreams will become true if we have them, if we have Him in our together with our dreams. Originally written in Spanish with this title, Alianza Intima entre la Religión y la Buena Educación. Rizal expresses his belief that religion is important in education. Through this poem, Rizal believed that education has an important role in the growth and development of the country. His poem was something to do with a moralistic approach, which means that he wants the reader of the poem to realize how important education being put up into good use. Then Rizal shared his thought also about the importance of education to enlighten the nation, which was useful to gain societal freedom for every nation. It may also provide us the necessary knowledge, skills, and attitude to expand the horizon of our thoughts. However, this would not be enough to be properly educated. Rizal thought that there was really an intimate alliance between religion and good education. So basically, the poem of Rizal is such a great reminder to us students that whatever went through in our studying, it may be difficult for us to learn, but as we grow and of course take God with us, because if we hold that belief, then I believe it will lead us to success in life. Education without religion is worthless because all of the knowledge you've learned is not used for the common good. Lastly, in all things you do it for the glory of God. That would be all, and thank you for listening.
To the Child, Jesus. Al Niño Jesus is a poem written by Rizal when he is 14 years old. A short poem that follows traditional Spanish pattern of writing poetry. It was written in Spanish by Jose Rizal in 1875 at the age of 14 during his stay at Ateneo de Municipal. The poem is addressing the child Jesus and asking him why he had chosen a lonely manger as the place through which he would enter the world of humanity. The poem is an octave reel or a short poem with 8 verses only. The poem is like to the Virgin Mary. The Virgin Mary is another religious poem written by Rizal.
Good morning, everyone. I am assigned to report the message of the poem that Rizal wrote. Rizal expressed his beliefs that religion is important in education. Through this poem, Rizal believed that education, combined with the value of religion, has an important role in the growth and development of the country. We all know that education is the key to success. And in that said success, we are, the youth of society are responsible to do that. Religion serves as guide, as nourishment, as an inspiration to good education. The Child of Jesus by Dr. Jose Rizal. Al Niño Jesus. It was written in Spanish by Jose Rizal in 1875 at the age of 14 during his stay at Ateneo de Municipal. The poem is an octave reel or a short poem with 8 verses only. Like to the Virgin Mary, this is another religious poem by Rizal. The message of the poem. In Rizal's childhood education, he was taught at the basic truths and tenets of Christianity. It was easy for his young mind to connect the life and suffering of Jesus, God incarnate, to the present struggles of the nation against oppression. It is highly probable that as a child, Rizal had already felt deeply for his country and had great dreams of his motherland. Rizal believed in non-violence and clearly found a firm ally in the person of Christ. This is the cut verses of Jesus, child Jesus. Why have you come to earth, child God, in a poor man manger? Does fortune find you a stranger for the moment of your birth? Alas, of heavenly stock, now turned in earthly resident, do you not wish to be president, but the shepherd of your flock? So that's all of my topic. Thank you and good morning.
These were the resources where we get some important informations to add on our discussion of our topic. To end this virtual discussion, let me share to you a quote from our very own national hero, Dr. Jose Rizal, saying, "Without education and liberty, which are the soil and the son of man, no reform is possible. No measure can give the result desired." Thank you and God bless.